All right, we should be live. Sick. All right, let's do this flight. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna set this up on my iPad. Okay. We'll see. Get that right in the title. I want to make sure. Of course, YouTube Studio does not want to show me. Go to YouTube. We'll just click on my profile. Yep. Okay. Cool. That's all set up properly. Cool. 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 All right. Runway 05 right and 2 left are closed. Okay. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't know what the sim is going to want me to do, so I don't know if that matters too much. And then, the KDAY. Cool. Okay, it's over the cross-country requirement. I want to try to make all these cross-country flights. And I may fly back, depending if we have time. I do have to, like, get ready and leave for a real lesson if the weather... Shoot, hold on. Actually. Flight conditions. Track. Flight changes. I don't know if it's using the real... Well, it wasn't. I need to use the real data. All right. Is it really that nice out? I don't know. I've been inside all day. Okay. Cool. We're going to plan for, let's see what approaches KDAY has, which is the Dayton International. Procedure. Approach. They have ILS, which is probably what it's going to want me to use. And then RNAV, which I'm going to try to avoid because I'm working primarily on ILS. So. Okay. We're not really going to know which one it is. I guess I can look at the weather. It's marginal over there. What does it say at KDAY? What is it? Or, Rickenbacker. Weather. Okay, it is. It is pretty low. It does look like it is roughly about 600. I don't know. It's hard to tell without being up there. It's scattered at 600 and scattered at 2,500. Yeah. There. And all right. Looks like hmm. It's like 2-4 right or left are the good ones to go down. I mean, we're a Cessna 172, so I don't think it really matters which one we use. But we'll find that in the air and then set that up. So we're gonna be probably setting up for 2-4 right or left. Okay, cool. So we'll get everything started up here. Actually, I don't have these memorized. So. I have never heard that bird sound before in this game. All right. Okay, get this thing started up. First thing we're gonna do, master can come on. Where yoke can come off. We're gonna turn on a fuel pump. Then the beacon. Then I'm gonna do fuel rich, throttle, slight, mags, start. I'm gonna idle right about 1000 RPM. Nice. Okay. Now we can turn the avionics. Come on. Alright. So these are gonna be off. I tried updating them. I'm too dumb to actually get them to properly work. So we're still gonna use the old data. Hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. Yep. All looks good. Cool. Alrighty. Avionics on. We can listen to the weather. So, we're on 1, 2. Cool. Thank you. It's going to be 13275. 13275. Okay. Swap that over.
100. Temperature 26. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3003. Advise on initial contact. You have information. November.
Okay, we're gonna write all this down.
Rickenbacker International. Information. November. 1350. Zulu. Special. Arriving. Runways 23 left. 23 right. Departing runways 23 left. 23 right. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Rain. Sky conditions scattered at 900. Scattered at 2300. Temperature 26. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3003. Advise on initial contact. You have information. November.
Okay, winds are variable. 10-mile visibility. 3003. Okay, cool.
International information. November.
After all that, cool. We have information November. So we're gonna set zoom in here. Going to 3003. Come on. So about right. Yeah. Close enough. And then don't let the FAA catch you saying that. And it lines up, so we're fine. Cool. What you can do to check this is basically you set it to, set to what you think, but you're going to be at a certain elevation. So Rickenbacker International, the airport elevation is 744 feet. So you can set it and then just check to make sure that it's also set to 744 feet, which close enough. Usually there's like some variation you can give it, but I mean, it'll be fine. Especially for takeoff. Alright, cool. So now we can talk to tower, or ground, we want. On 13275. 13275. Alright. There we go.
Sky conditions scattered at 900. Scattered at 2300. Temperature 26. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3003. Advise on initial contact. You have information. November.
I am dumb. I am so dumb. 125 2075.
November.
All right,
13,
1,
50
2,
Zulu, special.
5.
Arriving runways 23
Uh,
left, 23 right.
275.
Departing runways 23 left, 23 right. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10 miles. Rain. Sky conditions scattered at 900. Scattered at 2000.
All right, cool. I think I have this set up. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead to the west.
Rickenbacker International Ground. November 172 Sierra Pop. Cessna 172. 4 local flight returning today. 1 POB. Request taxi for VFR flight departing to the west.
November 172 Sierra Papa. Squawk 3203. Runway 23 right. Taxi via Alpha. Hold short of runway 23 right.
Squawk 2303. No, 3203. I'm bad. 3203.
Squawk 3203. Runway 23 right. Taxi via Alpha. Hold short of runway 23 right. November 172 Sierra Pop.
Alright, taxi via Alpha. Alright, so parking brake can come off. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Shouldn't be too hard. Should be really fine. I do have it on my iPad/kneeboard. Oh, it's cheating. I don't know if I can turn that off. I don't want it to tell me what to do. I want to do this myself. I'm gonna ignore it. I can. Look at all those chicken. Stupid. Stupid, you prosperous poultry. Prosper, you stupid poultry. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, all we're doing now is we're just gonna follow these. I want to say I doubt there'd be a China postal in Ohio, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Make sure we're going the right way. The left here onto Alpha. Technically now we're actually crossing into controlled area. Probably shouldn't be sending it down this fast, but hey, what? This is a virtual plane. It ain't gonna kill anybody. Oh, we're getting close. Ah. Yeah, it's definitely morning. I say as it is 10 o'clock, and it would not be morning for me on a normal day. Alright. I hate how touchy the brakes on the sim feel.
2 Sierra Papa. Contact Rickenbacker International Tower. 120.05.
120.05.
Contact Rickenbacker International Tower. 120.05. 2 Sierra Pop. Rickenbacker International Tower. November 172 Sierra Pop. On taxiway Alpha.
November 172 Sierra Papa. Rickenbacker International Tower. Hold short of runway 23 right. Report ready.
Hold short of runway 23 right. Will go. November 172 Sierra Pop.
Alright, and then so the thing we're going to do first is we're going to do flight plan, click it in, go over here, then A, D, wait, I'm way past D. I get for not paying attention. A. No, that's V. Come on. Alright, cool. Set up. Then we should be good to go.
Rickenbacker International Tower. 2 Sierra Pop. Ready for departure.
2 Sierra Papa. Fly heading 240. Runway 23 right. Wind 230 degrees 6 knots. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 240. Runway 23 right. Cleared for takeoff. 2 Sierra Pop.
Two, four. Okay, cool. Everything looks good. Alright, should be good to go. Airspeed's alive. 60. Rotate. Okay. So fly heading 240. You know what? I did something really stupid. Because I was just in a rush and I was streaming. I didn't line up my... We're gonna go off the track. I didn't line up my compass and my... I'm blanking on the name right now. This thing. Because I was too focused on trying to just fly. So once we get out of their airspace, which we should be able to do pretty quick, we'll line it back up once we level out. That's why you have a checklist to follow. I don't have the checklist on me. I'm going off of memory, so... But that is a big reason why you have checklists. You don't want to forget something like that and then just go off your instincts and then just go, oh, well. But I know what I'm doing. No. We're at 2,000. Once we get above, I think 3,000, yeah, we're out of their airspace. I should have known something was wrong because like the runway's 2, 3, whatever, which is what heading that runway is. It's just I just want to turn slightly to the right. Anything. No.
2 Sierra Papa. Resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation. 2 Sierra Papa.
Alright, so be good to switch back to VFR. Okay, so now we're on our own navigation. We can level off here about, let's try 3,000 before we head into the clouds.
2 Sierra Papa. Flight fall. Kansas Swab 1,200. Suggest Indianapolis Center 119.525.
Flight following canceled. Swap 1,200. Contact Indianapolis Center 119.525. 2 Sierra Papa.
119.925. We are going to get flight following just because that's the only way I know how in X-Plane to simulate IFR. I read that wrong.
Indianapolis Center. November 172 Sierra Pop, Cessna 172. From Rickenbacker International to James M. Cox Dayton International. Altitude 2,900. 1 POV. Request flight following. Squawk 3606. Altimeter 3009. Flight following. 2 Sierra Pop.
3606. So then we gotta change our altimeter. Up there. And so I'm gonna say we're now on an IFR flight plan. We are not, but we're gonna, and we are. Alright, so we're gonna climb to 4,000. Actually, hold on. First, we're gonna level off. Because we have something important we need to do, which is reset this up, so... I really like having the fact that my iPad actually, like, thinks I am where I am in X-Plane. Alright. Once we climb up to 4,000, we should be able to level off there. The throttle back. I only still want about 2,400. Down there. One thing I thought was absolutely amazing about X-Plane is, so I was flying, it's kind of just, you know, doing whatever in this. And so it properly simulates the gyros inside of the attitude indicator. So, like, you can do stuff that, like, basically breaks it and makes it, like, unusable. And so I did that, and then I was like, wait a minute, like, the attitude indicator is just wrong now. I have to use other instruments. So it's actually, like, really good practice to, like, fly out, like, figure out, okay, which one of the instruments can I trust? And, like, how do I actually properly use them? Because I mean, I didn't have the attitude indicator, and not having that, and I was also flying at night over the ocean because X-Plane put me in the middle of Europe, and I didn't know, I don't have any of that downloaded. I only have America downloaded. So it's just like, oh, it's in the ocean. I'm like, well, okay, I'm just screwing around. It shouldn't really matter too much. So yeah, not having like any sort of outside like horizon or anything like that to go off of actually kind of it was actually kind of fun. It's kind of a lot more fun than I had any right to be. All right. I set our heading. This. 278. Up there. I mean, theoretically, I could set up the autopilot. I might set it on and no, actually, I want to hand fly it. I really do. Because this is cool. This is fun. When you can't see anything outside, you're going entirely based off of... Oh. Then I let go of my controller. I move the mouse. Controller, my stick. All of a sudden... One thing, I don't know, maybe it does simulate and maybe I'm just unaware of it, but the one thing about clouds that just, I don't know if it surprised me because like kind of expected it, but the amount of turbulence you feel in clouds and also knowing like when you're there, you're like, oh, this feel like, you know, it's going to be turbulent. You can see the way the cloud looks. You can see how angry it is, which kind of sucks because in some ways, like when you're on the ground, you look at these big, nice, poofy clouds, and you're just like, man, that's gonna suck to fly through. Even though, again, you're on the ground, you're happy there. But going back and forth. I need to focus. I'm trying too much to be an entertainer right now. Not even a good one. We are just going through it. Well, I mean, so far, so good, I guess. And if I had the money, I want to get like a Moza stick. I don't know how well it would work on Linux. I doubt it would work very well. But wait, I've been thinking about set up. I have a laptop that I got for work actually, or I was actually planning on moving to do all my flight training in Florida. Just to get it done pretty quick. Decided against that, but I have this laptop that has like a pretty nice GPU in it, and like, okay, well, I could set this up as like my dedicated flight sim rig, so I can do things. I mean, I know DCS supposedly works on Linux, but I haven't been able to get it to work. At least not with head tracking, which I'll be honest with you, you can't really play DCS without head tracking, I don't think. Like, DCS to me, you need to be able to look to the left. I mean, even with Microsoft Flight Sim or X-Plane, the ability to look around the plane is such, like, I want to say immersion-y, but it's really hard to fly without it. Looks like we're getting pretty heavily blown back. Like our ground speed's only 80. We're losing right around 10 knots of speed just by flying this direction. Hey, but it's good cloud time. Okay, so while we're here, actually I'm going to set up autopilot. Say I would like to heading altitude. Okay, cool. I want to make sure nothing's going to go crazy. So we're going to set up. Well, I guess we can wait a little bit until we get to a little bit closer, like halfway. Oh, and we broke out of the clouds, of course. I know it's X-Plane. I know the weather effects aren't nearly as pretty as Microsoft Flight Sim, but oh my god, it still looks so nice. If I can get Microsoft Flight Sim to work with head tracking on Linux, I'd probably use that instead, but whatever. I guess there is a little bit of turbulence. I never noticed it before. I thought it would get worse the further we got, because they're marginal, or at least were when we took off. That date. Alright, and there's Dayton Air Force Base, which is 3,400. So as long as we're at 4,000, we should be fine. And we are our own tower, so I think we're fine anyways. But but we can listen, should we listen to Dayton weather? If we can pick that up, we can figure out which runway we're going on to, and then make a decision from there. 125.8. 125.8.
State International Information Oscar 1420 Zulu Special. Arriving runways 24 right, 18, 24 left. Departing runways 24 right, 18, 24 left. Wind 2403 degrees, 11 knots. Visibility more than 10 miles. Rain. Sky conditions. View at 900. Broken at 2,400. Temperature 25. Dew point 22. Altimeter 3005. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Oscar.
So, I don't know if it'll let us ask him for an approach. Yeah, I don't know if I want to ask for Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. That's a no-go. Alright, so we're a little bit off course. Luckily now we can fly with the heading knob, which is kind of insane, but... Alright, but so... Probably 24 right. Most likely. Apparently I've already stuff marked here. They have been here before. Alright, so we're going to, no, again. Under procedure, approach, ILS, 24 right. Okay. So the localizer for this is going to be 111.9. We can switch to... I think that's set up correctly. 0.9, cool. Yep. Alright. Approach course is 241 degrees. Runway length is 10,900. Mission zone elevation is 997. Upper elevation is 1,009. We are valid between 6th of August 2026 and the 3rd of September 2026. That should be good. This is for James M. Cox State International, ILS 24 right. Credit required for alternate miss approach. Cool. Simultaneous approach authorized for an ALS. Please. That's your 24 right. Category AB visibility to 1 statute miles. Increase category CD visibility to 1.5 statute miles. This approach, climb to 3,000, then turn right direct to UN. You are to your knee and hold. Okay, so we probably want to set that up on the standby. So we're going to switch this over. Let's set this up on this standby, which is if I can find it. Oh, there it is. 114.5. 114.5. Cool. So that's set up on the standby. We go to frequency. Radius is 125.8. Compass approach. Fine, we're already on with Indianapolis. So that's what X-Plane likes. Dayton Tower is 119.9. Just right back. 119.9. Do it again, please. 119.9. Cool. So you should have everything set up. Okay, so probably ask for the vectors. Or we could go to DQN and track the course out. Then need to be above 3,100 within 25 miles of DQN, and then we get to the initial approach fix, Bonnie, be above 2,800. Then once we get to right now. Yeah, okay. No, the initial process we can go to Avenue. Right, yeah, it's initial approach fix, we can go there, and then once we go there, we can be at 2,600, then we can follow the glide slope down all the way until we get to our... If we have the ILS, we go down to 1,203, and if we have the just localizer, we have to stay above 1,520. Well, then I accidentally fucked it up. Heading, altitude. Sick. It's been briefed. Should be getting pretty close, so we should now be able to tell. Request ILS landing at airport.
Indianapolis Center. 2 Sierra Pop. Request instrument landing at James M. Cox State International. Information Oscar. Climb and maintain 6,000. Altimeter 3010. Turn right heading 315. Runway 24 left. 2 Sierra Pop.
Why are we going down? What? Okay. I don't know why you do this. I don't know why the Cessna in here sucks so much. I'm gonna switch this over to... One more notch this way. Having us climb up to 6,000. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna keep going. My experience with Cessnas is they just want to climb, so why don't we do that? That's what I get for not paying attention. Look away for like 2 seconds. The plane wants to kill me. It's great. Come on. Oh, it's having us go for 2-4 left. Of course it is. Okay. Whatever. No, we'll rebrief it once we set up here. We're at 6,000. We can level off here. Level off, not fucking plunge into the ground. Oh, the Cessna wants to kill me. Okay. And do heading, altitude, hold it. And we'll rebrief the next one. Those go left. Okay, so we're now gonna be on 110.3. That over. Alright. Approach course 241. Runway length 7001. Touchdown zone elevation 1007. Airport elevation 1009. It's for the ILS. Localizer runway 24 left. Valid between 6th of August and the 3rd of September 2026. Missed approach, climb to 3000 on heading 241 and DQN radial 180 to IPS / DQN 18 and hold. Cool. Simultaneous approach authorize. We are authorized with use of FT or APN. ATIS is 125.8. This approach is put in. Corporate on any opposite approach. Gain towers 119.9. That's still in there. Cool. Alright. So I guess we're just gonna get guided in. May stay above 2,800 until we get to Gavdu. Then once we do that, we can go down to 2,600 until we get to Bambo. And then we can fall that down until we get to our ILS. 285, so to maintain 5,000.
Turn left, heading 285. Descend and maintain 5,000. 2 Sierra Pop.
Okay. going pretty fast. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. They're getting us pretty high up because looks like we're shooting for Javdu. So grow up. So should have our I am so tired today. I am blanking on what you're called. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, but set course 241. 2 4 1. 275, descend and maintain 4,200.
Turn left heading 275. Descend and maintain 4,200. 2 Sierra Pop.
That should be coming alive here soon. There it is. That's coming alive. It should be out there. Okay. So we have that glide slope there. I don't know if that's going to be an accurate one because there might be there's some like phantom glide slopes you can see, but I guess we won't be able to tell until it comes down, though. We'll see. Be right about there. It really disappeared. Okay, it disappears if I move my mouse too much. Right about there. I think. That'd be closer to like here. This should definitely be coming in though soon. Oh, it is. It is coming in. I was getting nervous.
Turn left, heading 250. Report established localizer, runway 24 left.
So
2
we have-
Sierra Pop.
2 dot deflection, less than 2 dot deflection, so we should be completely established.
Indianapolis Center. 2 Sierra Pop. On localizer. Cleared for ILS. Approach. Runway 24 left. Contact James M. Cox Dayton International Tower. 119.9. 2 Sierra Pop.
Okay.
James M. Cox Dayton International Tower. November 172 Sierra Pop. Cessna 172. Position 12 miles east of James M. Cox Dayton International. Altitude 4,200. Inbound. Runway 24 left.
November 172 Sierra Papa. James M. Cox Dayton International Tower. Continue approach. Information Papa current.
Continue approach. Information Pop. November 172 Sierra Pop.
Okay. So we're on the localizer. Now we're gonna wait for that to come down. Then we can probably hand fly this thing in. Should be established. Pretty close. Alright. Disconnect the autopilot, and now we can start descending. Alright. A little bit to the right here. Get that descent coming. A little low, so we're gonna we're getting a little fast too, so. Up. Back over a little bit more. And back to 1. Looking pretty good. Around 80 knots. Be fine. More to the right.
Sierra Papa, runway 24 left, clear to land. Wind 2503, 10 knots.
Runway 24 left, clear to land. 2 Sierra Pop.
So a little fast, so fine, we can. I don't want to mess with speed too much. Beat off a little bit of that pitch. We use the pitch to beat off a little bit of that speed. Also gain a little bit of altitude. Stay on the glide slope. Right now we're a little bit high, so you can take out some of that power. We're looking for 12,000. We're looking for 1,200. Dude, if we have the airport inside by then we can land. Looking pretty good so far. A little bit low, so we add a little more power in. A little bit to the right here. More to the right here. This is going to get a bit more sensitive as we get closer, so you do want to be careful and not overcorrect. I learned that the hard way. Alright. A little more to the right. Left. It's a nudge. We're pretty close now. Okay. A little high, so increase the power. Alright, and then we're going to put gas on both lights as required. Undercarriage fixed and locked. Throw in the first notch of flaps. Want to climb. Oh, we got 2 notches of flaps there. Awesome. Not really what I wanted, but we're gonna be pretty slow the rest of the way in. Okay. Back on course. Still not there yet, even though the amount of times I've accidentally looked up, I've seen we can see the runway. Still not there. "500 feet. So high. Alright, so I should put them more up. And we're there now. Outside, very much have the runway in sight. Alright, cool. I'm gonna throw in that last notch of flaps there. And the power back. We can land. Power slowly comes out to idle. Okay.
Two Sierra Papa. Turn right when able.
Turn right when able. 2 Sierra Pop.
Alrighty. And I think, because I don't really want to,
Two
whatever.
Sierra Papa.
Hold on.
Contact James M. Cox State International Ground. 121.9.
121.9er.
Contact James M. Cox Dayton International Ground. 121.9er. 2 Sierra Pop.
Okay.
James M. Cox Dayton International Ground. November 172 Sierra Pop. Runway vacated.
November 172 Sierra Papa. James M. Cox Dayton International Ground. Taxi right. Bravo Romeo Oscar Sierra Aerovia Bravo. Foxtrot. Charlie. November. Charlie. At GA.
Taxi right. Bravo Romeo Oscar Sierra Aero via Bravo. Foxtrot. Charlie. November. Charlie. And GA. November 172 Sierra Pop.
Bravo, Foxtrot, Charlie, November. Okay, I see. It's literally... Okay. We are turning right and then left. Cool. I just hear a stall horn. I want you to know that was 3 different instructions there. That can come up. This is Charlie, right? Yeah, and then we were just on November, and now we're back on Charlie. Let me go to GA. I just want you to know, like, how much right rudder I'm putting in to stay straight. There's a Piper Cherokee. Why isn't that in this game? I don't want to spend extra money for Piper Cherokee when it's like the second most common plane for GA. Yeah, that is a... Okay. We're parked a little bit up. Alright, we are parked. Okay. That come off. Make sure it can come out. Master can come off. Lights can come off. Off. Alright. We have landed. Alright. I think I just need to get more practice in, because honestly, that was not a great one. But I was trying to speed things, which really shouldn't do. And maybe I'll do one tonight or tomorrow. Alrighty. Well, thank you for watching, if you're still here. Hope you have a good rest of your day.